I need is one touch. I need it from you,
Yep.
Jesus.
You had one child already before you started your drug abuse.
Well, I had my daughter when I started, yeah. But my
Just
mama had her all the time, so
mm,
thank the Lord for that, because I don't know what would have happened with her. Then I end up going out there get pregnant, and my mama couldn't take care of the son. I mean, the other kids when I was having them. But she was like, I can't take care of Brittany, man. I can't take care of the other one. So, and then my other son, his daddy took him. So actually, me and him supposed to be getting back together, but I changed my mind. So I don't know why. I'm just at the age I just don't want to be with nobody.
yeah.
But he really wants to move down here from New York with me, and we started a relationship and all that. Actually, we had went back together, but I just stopped answering the phone for him. I'm bipolar, so and as he say, I'm bipolar. He said, "You can't have no man. You bipolar. I don't know what." He said, "You done had me get ready to quit my job and everything to move down there."
Oh
I
my
said,
goodness.
"Yeah, I feel bad." I texted him yesterday 'cause I feel so bad I did that. And
Yeah.
he's a real good man. He's a hard-working man. He's a real good man.
Yeah.
But
I mean, so we're gonna go back to the addiction. When you was in it, Miss Tracy, if you can remember back to that time, what do you think you what was the what was it about the drug that kept you going back, you think?
that's what I never figured out. I
Right.
really did. It was just the taste and the high.
Mm-hmm.
I think the taste was more than anything. The drug tasted good to me, for real, for real. It did. It was a good taste. And I liked it the way I felt. I liked it the way I felt. Being honest.
I mean, that's what you need. You got to be honest. I've never
I,
heard someone say they like the taste of it, but I've heard people say that they like the feel of like the high, or the sound, or different things. But everybody got their own reason why the drug kept drawing them back. So your drug of choice was crack, right?
right.
Crack.
And then wait a minute. Well, when you read, I'll tell you about I'd end up doing another drug.
Okay. Well, just tell us about
I ended up having 3 heart attacks by smoking crack. When I
I
had
know.
my 3 heart attacks, I got out the hospital,
Mm,
came home, tried to hit another rock. No, after the doctor told me if I keep smoking, I'm a pass. I said it, being hard headed, came home. I tried to smoke. I tried to inhale it, but I couldn't. I was pushing it out and rocks flying all over the room. I kept trying to inhale it. It still went full. I was pushing it out instead of pushing it in because I couldn't. I just
hmm.
said, so I went to bed that night. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna never do this mess again. I can't. What is on me? I can't get no smoke on that. So I stopped smoking. I finally stopped smoking. And then I ended up going to powder cocaine.
Mm,
Because I couldn't smoke crack, I wanted to get high.
right.
So I went to powder. I did. I met this guy. He was going to A&T State University. He was a real big time dope dealer. I met him. I went to his apartment. He had a trunk this big filled with 24 kilos of powder cocaine in it. He was like, come on, sit down. We're going to get high. He took one of the bricks out. He told me to go on and do what I wanted to do with the brick. He said, the brick yours. I said, a brick? I said, Lord, I'm going to kill myself. I do all his stuff. So what
Dang.
I did, I ended up moving in with him, staying there. Do you know I did so much of that powder, my nose, it ate me up. It took everything out. It ate me completely up.
Yeah.
I couldn't even do it. If I did it, it hurted my head real bad
Yeah.
because it was going straight up. It ate me out real bad.
Oh my.
So I stopped doing that. I said,
Mm.
Lord, I want to get out. So I tried to smoke crack again. And I tried to smoke crack again, and I was able to smoke it this time. Okay, I started back smoking again. Something just came over me and I just stopped. I don't know what it was. I just stopped. I stopped. I had been, then when I had got back on powder again, but before I got back on powder, I had just stopped crack completely. Then I started doing powder again, and I just left the crack alone. I wouldn't even deal with that no more for some reason, and I don't know what happened. So I woke up one day and I said, I don't want that shit no more. I don't want that mess no more. And I just stopped it completely. And
Mm.
everybody was like, how you do that? Long as you was on it. I said, I don't know. I said, I just don't want. And I think what it was more than I was scared because the doctor already told me what was
Yeah,
going to happen
you
if
would
I
have died.
kept smoking it. You know,
Mhm.
I think I was more than scared than anything. So yeah, then I was doing powder and now I'm clean. So I feel really good.
Wow. So with that, you say you did crack and coke. What did it cost you? Like did in your life? What has being addicted to those two drugs cost you in your life?
My kid and my husband, because I was doing him so wrong. I was clean for was it 6 years? 5 or 6 years in between that. I was clean with him. But for some, I ended up relapsing when I was married to him and I went out and we had one car then and he had to go to work. I went on a mission. He couldn't go to work. The kids couldn't go to school. And I was gone for 4 days. Yeah, it almost cost me my marriage too. Yeah,
But you're still married to him today. He just
yeah,
got deported.
yeah.
So
Mm.
will they let him come back over here? Being that you guys are still married?
Well, yeah, they gave him 20 years to come back. He could come back now, but I just ain't did that. He actually ain't really talking to us for some reason. I think it's the money issue. He want me to send money all the time, and I ain't in a predicament to do it. So I
Yeah.
guess he don't want to really talk to me. So talk for that. So I
Uh-huh.
don't care.
Yeah.
Cause I thought, oh,
Yeah.
he'll be all right.
I mean, that's what I was going to ask you next. How did the drug use affect your family? Like you just told me that it almost made you lose your marriage and then your kids. So with that being mentioned, like what type of effect did it have on them? Like your mom, your children, your husband, like what did it cause in them? Like did it make y'all split apart? How are your kids with you today?
Well, you know, me and Sasha real close.
Mhm.
My oldest daughter, me and her close too. My two sons, them the ones I'm having issues with.
Yeah.
Now my oldest son, the one living in New York, he is I don't he like me, he bipolar, I don't know what. He'll talk to you one minute and next minute he won't. So he got that for me. I can't even blame him. But the youngest one, the one I told you I seen, I'm trying to wheel him in. But my mama, it did cause problems when I was smoking because she really didn't want to deal with me. So,
What are
but we
some of the
close.
things? Yeah, you still close to your mom? She's still alive.
Yeah, we close now. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So, what are some? If you can remember back, what are some of the things that you've done to your family while you were on drugs? If you can remember back that far, because I know like
Um, yeah.
a lot of people in drug use, they do so much stuff. Tell us a few of your stories, Miss Tracy.
You know what I used to do. Man, it makes me want to cry. I really don't even want to talk about it, but I'm out. But it makes me want to cry when I think about it because my mama used to cry. She was so hurt. I used
Yeah.
to sell my mama TV. She'll buy a TV, I sell it. She'll buy another one, I sell it. she'll buy it again, I'll sell it. Yeah, I used to do stuff like that,
Mm, mm, mm.
and it was terrible, man. My mom used to sit and cry.
Did you
Yeah,
ever do drugs in front of your children?
no,
Never did.
no. My daughter, Sasha, she would be in her room. She, Sasha, mostly with her well, it's like a daddy to her, her godfather. She really was with them all a lot, you know. When I
Mm,
want to party, I have them to pick her up.
right,
That's how I was. I was thinking my mom want no kids there, because I know I'm about to get in and act crazy. So
right.
I be wanting them to be gone. So, and my oldest daughter, she always with my mama. So no,
Mm-hmm.
no, my kids think Sasha didn't go through nothing with my addiction, actually, because when he passed, I was clean. So that was a real good thing too, that he was still here while I was in my addiction.
So they sheltered her from it. Mm.
Uh,
Only thing she was lacking was the missing you when you wasn't there. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I really was Sasha really didn't go through that. It was my
Mhm.
other
Just the
kids.
other kids. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. My band, yeah. Sasha, she really
Yes.
didn't go through that.
Yeah.
It was just some of the other ones.
Yeah, and you know we got them kids. We got one or two of them that'll hang in there with you, regardless of what they go through. What you go through, in life. So I see that you and Sasha are real close, and that's good. Um, so how long have you been in recovery, Miss Tracy?
Um, Going on 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm about to be 2 years. I think July will be 2 years.
okay.
Yeah, July will be 2 years.
So what triggered your recovery?
Uh, what you mean?
Like, did anything physical happen to you? The reason why you went into recovery, you just woke up one day and just said, "I don't want to do this no more,"
I said I ain't want to do it no more.
and you just
I
did.
ain't want to do it. Well, see, I've been stopped smoking crack. I was just doing powder. I
Powder.
mean, that's bad too, but that's what I'm recovering off of now is powder.
Okay.
I've been stopped smoking crack.
How long
Yeah,
that's
I've
been
been
since you
stopped
stopped
doing
smoking
that.
crack? Like
I ain't
years.
smoked crack in. Ooh, uh, ooh, and it's been 8 years, something like that. 7, I think like 7 and almost 7, 8 years. I ain't did crack,
Okay.
not longer, but yeah.
Hmm.
I'm recovered. I was doing assault.
Okay.
I just woke up. I just said I ain't want it no more. It started getting boring. And
Hmm.
then my health, I stayed in the hospital back to back. Like, oh my God, it was just too much. I said, Lord, no, I gotta stop this stuff. But I just stopped. Just like I did crack. I ain't go to rehab or nothing. I just stopped.
Did you ask God to remove that from you?
I sure did. I prayed every night, every day,
Mm.
every morning. I pray all the time, please. And I think he don't want to answer my prayers.
Yeah, you know He is. There can't
Yeah,
nobody else
he
do it
did.
but the Lord. That's it. He the only one that can and will. That's where that
Right.
First Peter 24 scripture come from. He died for us. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, we have to give him our lives. We owe that to him. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
when you reached out and prayed and you asked him to help you, he sent it to you. He made that taste in your mouth go away because you had a taste for it, like you said earlier. He made that taste
Right.
go away. So that's what killed it for you. So what type of health issues did the drug use cause? Do you think your health issues stemmed from your drug use or
Yeah, the heart attack. You talking about the? Yeah, I had heart attack behind smoking crack. Yeah, it
okay.
was the cause. Yeah, that's why I got sick. The doctor said, see, I had died and they had to bring me back alive.
Oh
I
goodness.
had died, and I was in a coma. I was in a
Really?
coma for 3 days. They didn't think I was gonna make it. That's how much I was smoking.
Wow. Mm.
Uh-huh. smoked a lot, too much. Yeah. But now I don't go to the hospital now. My health doing real good. My doctor said your health doing wonderful.
That's
I
good.
said, thank you.
That's real good. So I was gonna ask you, what was your life like before recovery, and how is it? What is your life like now? Like the things that you used to do before your recovery, does it looks totally different to you now? Does it? Like how do you, yeah, life before and after? What does it look like for you?
My life before, I stayed toe up all the time and miserable. Now I don't do none of that. I don't drink all night. And people be like, you want to take a drink? Come over here. I'll be like, no, no, no. I'm gonna tell you, alcohol was my trigger too.
Okay.
That's why I had to stop drinking alcohol because if I drink alcohol, alcohol makes me want drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That was my trigger.
I was gonna ask you that. What would trigger that for you? What is something that triggered that for you to start doing drugs? You said alcohol. Yeah, the majority of addicts they have one or the other. You know, like we know this KD. That's what she do.
But
She ain't drinking. She doing. You know what I'm saying? She doing
and I
that.
never could do drugs. If I didn't have alcohol, I would not do drugs. Like
Right.
if I wanted to smoke some crack that day, if I didn't have alcohol first, I would not touch it at all.
Right.
People would tell you, they'd be like, Tracy, she ain't gonna do no drugs unless she got her alcohol. I would not. It ain't nowhere in the world I would do it because I know how high it gets to, and the
Right.
alcohol keeps you melted down.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I went to do it without alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Or they smoking cigarettes, especially the ones that do the soft or whatever. They smoking cigarettes to keep them, to keep them leveled or whatever.
So
Um, yeah, tell us some obstacles that you've had to overcome since you've been in recovery. Something that's been real hard for you, but you've overcome it since you've been in recovery.
mm, it really give me an example of
I know you mentioned getting your son closer to you, because you had to let him go when you were on drugs and your mom can help you take care of him or whatever. So I know you just said you met him in Walmart and you broke down. So that would be like an obstacle. That's something that you're having to work through right now because when you were out in the world, you had to let him go. But now that you not in the world no more, you're trying to get everything back together. Do you think that's something that you're going to be able to overcome? How old is your son?
25.
He's 25. Okay.
That's my baby boy, yeah. Um, right now, that's the only thing is him. That's the only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted him to get back in my life. I don't know. Yeah,
Prayer. So, like God says, some things work through fasting and prayer. So, if that's meant for Him to come back into your life, and He will, He already in your life. He's just weaning Himself. He's just taking
right.
this because he's been brain fed so many different things. He don't know which way to turn, which way to go with it. He don't know what's true and what's not because he had these people over here in his ear. Now he got you. So his thing is, does he really want to get to know you? That's his thing. If that's what he
Right.
really wants to do, he's a grown man. He'll come around. So that's one obstacle that you can give to God fully. Give it to him. You don't try to
So,
correct it. You don't try to fix it. You give that thing to God for real and you leave it in the hands of the Lord and you let him work it out. Because if you put your hand on it, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? We taint things as humans in the flesh. We taint a lot of stuff. So that's why we are able. That's why a lot of us are on drugs. A lot of us drink. That's why a lot of us part. You know what I'm saying? Like we're living in the flesh instead of living for God. Because a lot of us was taught the Bible and the Word and the way to live, but we still are gonna depart from those things. But we're gonna end up coming back around full force because that's what the Word says. Train them up in the way that they should go, so when they do get older, it won't depart from you. You still got the love of God in your heart. You knew who to call out to when you didn't want them drugs no more. So that's who changed your life. He had to change your life, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be sitting here today to give your story to someone
Right.
else, that help someone else. And I'm praying that this does help someone else, because if someone else is out there thieving, breaking in their family's home, taking from their mama and their daddy, their parents done raised them right. Like you said, your mama gave you everything. She spoiled you. And that's what happens. Most of us are spoiled. So we turn to things, you know what I'm saying? That's opposite of what we grew up with. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I know you told us in the beginning that your mom had this boyfriend. So that was going to be one of my questions, is what happened early on in your life that you feel led you to the streets and drug addiction? So do you feel like that was a part of the reason why you went to the streets? Because you say you left when you were 16 years old.
Well, no, I think what it was, my mama was so strict on me. I couldn't go off the porch. I could go. I step off the porch. My friend, she'd be like, Tracy, and I'd be right there. That mama right here. She used to. I mean, when I say she was strict, I
Mm,
mean, I don't know how she knew when I stepped off that porch.
mm,
I don't know. I always wonder how this lady knew when I stepped my foot off that porch. But believe she ain't had no cameras. So she knew when I stepped my foot off that porch.
right.
She also knew my name. I'd be so embarrassed. My friends be laughing. They'd be like, "Oh, her Tracy can't go off the porch." I'd be like, "Oh God."
So you had to
So
show.
when I got 16 and I was able to get away, I did it.
Is that one of your biggest regrets? What's your biggest regret you have in life?
Oh, going out there meeting them people, man. I
Mm,
should stay my tail in that house, like my
mm,
mama told me.
mm. Ooh,
I regret that every day, man.
yeah. If you can turn the clock back, that would be something that you change back. You would never have met those people.
Right? Yep, that's exactly.
Never. You'd actually listen to your mom. So I know today you thankful that she was strict on you,
Yeah,
because that
yeah.
brought you back full circle to where you are now. You know how to get it.
Now I wish you was a lot more strict.
Yeah.
Now I do. Oh, dude.
No, we always want to go back to being a kid after we done got grown and did what we want to do, but can't do that now. Can't
That's
do that
right.
now. Can't do it now. But we live and we learn. As long as you got breath in your body, you still got time to
That's
change.
right.
One thing at a time. One thing at a
Right.
time. I know on your channel you go on and you talk about the different YouTubers that we like to watch and stuff. So tell us a little bit about your channel and what they can see over there.
Well, I talk about actually like when something go on crazy, I talk about it like fight or some, some of them when they do something crazy, which is something crazy going on all the time.
Yeah.
And my people likes to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like they love when I come live and we
Yeah.
all be in the comments. We just be going in on it. And I have a ball. They really uplift me and they makes my day. I try to go live every day. Cause my people, I be having fun when you in the chat too. All of us be in there talking to each other, and I be enjoying it. It really makes my day to know
Yeah.
I got people like y'all. That's
Mhm.
there to help support me.
Yeah.
I really do, man, and I
And you
appreciate it.
really have, what I've learned by being on YouTube is you genuinely have people that actually care about you that you ain't never even known, ain't never
Yeah.
crossed your path or nothing like that. We just so happened stumbled up on your channel one day, and my husband watch everybody. I told you he watch everybody. So he'll go on there sometimes, and he'll give his little input about, but it's always biblical. He's always trying to make sense of, what I'm saying. He's always trying to give godly advice, especially to Marcus.
Right.
'Cause I like Marcus, but he also try to tell Marcus right from wrong. If he listening, I hope he's listening, but I know he be in the bushes. He be in the bushes on everybody's stuff. I be watching him. But
Yeah.
that other one, that stutter one, he
Go.
he's something else. But when you be on mic, we be cracking up. You be about Mike, we be laughing.
When I talk about Mike, you
Mike,
said Mike.
because
Yeah,
Mike
I used to
heard
hang
the
with
world
Mike.
with you.
Yeah, I hung with Mike a couple times. I
Right,
hung
that's
with
what
him
I said. Mike was out there in the world with you when you was out there. Y'all grew
when
up
we
in
grew up together, went to school together, smoked
mm-hmm,
together.
mm-hmm. Wow.
What happened? Oh Lord, what they got going?
Well, I know you do, but that's just a question that I have to ask you. You believe in God, our Father, Jehovah Jireh. You believe
Yes,
you believe in Jesus Christ, our Savior,
yes, yes,
because that's who saved your life.
yes.
Saved your life.
Going to church every Sunday, but I don't move all the way out in the country. I'm in the boondocks now, and I'm scared to trust this car so much. We just drive it right now when we got
Right.
to. So once I
Yeah.
get this car straightened out this week, I'm gonna start back. Hopefully, this Sunday we can start going back.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You know, we do Bible study online every Sunday, and we watch Pastor Tim every Sunday online. We watch I can't think of the name of the church, but Tim Rogers, yeah, Pastor Tim Rogers. You probably know West Point. He's in what is it, Alabama or Georgia? He's in Atlanta, Georgia. But my husband knows him personally. But we watch him. That's who we watch every Sunday. And then my
Oh,
husband is.
okay. Maybe you can send me the stuff.
I'll send you a link. I sure will. Yeah, because Pastor
Okay,
Tim be on it. Yeah, he be on it. So we watch him, and
okay.
then my husband do Bible study at 1 o'clock our time. He goes live and does his Bible study every Sunday. And we have our own ministry, Bible Life Ministries. He started it years ago, and then when the pandemic hit, he just went live, online. So he's been doing it every Sunday.
Okay. I would
Mhm.
love, okay, I'm gonna tap into that. I like
Yeah,
Bible study. I love church
every
there.
Sunday. Every Sunday, he always leave you with a nugget. I trust me. And so, anybody want to tap in Bible study Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time because we're in Texas. So I
And
don't know
it's
what.
on your channel on live.
Yes, ma'am. He goes
Oh,
live, and you can come in. He likes for you to interact with him while he's on there with
okay,
him. And he always does a shout out to anybody that's on there or whatever. So
okay.
um, we're gonna bring this thing full circle. So this is Miss Tracy. Y'all, she's got on here and she shared her testimony with us about the life she's been living with drug addiction, and now today she's in full recovery. And she's been in recovery for almost 3 years now. She's been in recovery from crack cocaine almost 8 years now. So we just thank God for the blessing of deliverance, and we thank God for delivering her from all of these things that had her so bogged down. And I thank God, and we're asking that her family comes back full circle because that's what she's asking for and that's what she's seeking right now. So we know that God is a healer in all things, mind, heart, and spirit. He heals all of those things, broken hearts. He heals those things. So we're asking right now that her son, their baby son, that's this bit was taken from her or whatever, that he gets be able to come back around and give her love and show her love and just listen to what she has to say, and don't treat her how she used to be. Treat her who she is today, and get to know who God is, and then you'll know that love covered the multitude of sins. We can't keep people in their yesterday. You got to bless them and let them keep going forward because God don't move backwards. He's always in forward. We let the devil do that work. So please don't stay in the devil's work. Miss Tracy has moved forward in her life, and we thank God for that. And before we shut this down, we thank you all for joining us today. If you would like to donate to Miss Tracy to her journey, please feel free to cash app her and tell them your cash app, Miss Tracy.
$sign TRACUES.
Okay. And like I said, y'all, she's about to go and do a makeover Monday with Miss Wanda. I don't know if y'all know Miss Wanda, but Miss Wanda came from the Atlanta Street Interviews, but she also has her own page. And I'll put that in the description so you guys can go check her out. So she's inviting Miss Tracy down so she can get her makeover Monday. I'm excited about that. I'm ready to see what you gonna do, girl. Don't get no hair put in, Miss Tracy. Don't get
I'm
hair.
getting a 50 cut.
You gonna get a
I'm getting a 50 cut. I'm gonna get a 50 cut. I always want it. It's gonna grow good. You're gonna be back on here, gonna be right back in the afro. My hair grow real
She
quick.
gonna do good though. She did girl Maya good. She did her
See,
picture.
that's what, yeah.
Yeah, she
Because
did
I
her.
don't like fake hair. I don't
Nah,
like beautiful fake
don't do
hair.
that. Don't get all
I
that
can't
makeup
take
and
that
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, she gonna do you right. I think she gonna do you right, and it's gonna be good for you to go to Atlanta and get out the house for a little bit and enjoy yourself. Like I said, y'all, she trying to buy a car, so y'all donate to that as well. And if you can't donate, hey, God bless you. But this is what we do on our channel. You know, we try to give people help when they need help. Right now, Miss Tracy, she's on a fixed income. So that's why she's doing YouTube so she can get a life together. And I God bless you. And I'm thankful to see that you are getting your life together. And that's why things gonna get to rolling. That's why you done got monetized. Everything's gonna get to rolling. It's just rolling. I get excited about that. You know, I love when God starts, showing up in your life and you really truly embrace him, because we've got to give ourselves fully to God, not halfway, all the way. So when you chose to give over that life that you used to live to him, he gonna bless you too. And everybody say you reap what you sow. Well, your reaping days, I can't tell you when it's over with, but as far as I can see, you reaping them, but you're also being blessed in the same time because your mindset has changed. You know what I'm saying? So, like we'll tell y'all before we end this video, my husband always say, if they stand beside you, you respect them. If they stand behind you, you protect them. But if they stand opposed to you, you leave them in the hands of the Lord. And that's what we're going to leave these people that are opposed and think they're going to keep Miss Tracy and anybody else in their bad day. We're going to keep them in the hands of the Lord. That's what we do. So until next time, y'all be blessed to the next. And we